Hey MTS crew, what is going on? Hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Y'all, I'm getting ready to make some pickled purple onions. And I told you all I was going to bring you all some of the things that I have been using and eating and taking to help aid in my inflammation. Now, purple onions are good for inflammation. They have a lot of healing properties. I want you all, if you don't mind, go online and look up the healing properties of purple onion. They have many, y'all. So these onions have been helping me, and they are so tasteful on my salads. I love them on my salads. I can really eat them by themselves. They are good on anything. You can even put them on pizza. But I love these purple onions on my salads. So let me show you how I make my pickled purple onion. Okay, y'all, the first thing that I start out with is a bowl, a whisk, spoon, whatever you want to use. And I always use allspice. You don't have to use allspice in yours, but I enjoy allspice in mine. So we're going to do about a half teaspoon of allspice in here. You can put more if you want that spicy. Let's go on, y'all, with a teaspoon. So you can do more if you want that spicy taste. And also, I'm going to show you how I pickle my beets. And this is not canning, y'all. This is not canning. This is just pickling. So let's go ahead, and we added a teaspoon of allspice in there. And you're going to use salt. We're going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Now, you can omit your salt if you want to. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. 1 cup of vinegar. You can use the brown vinegar, or you can use the okay, I take it. Or you can go ahead and use a white vinegar. I use what I have on hand. I have pickled my onions with the brown vinegar, with the white vinegar and brown vinegar. So what we're going to do with this, y'all, we're going to add about a cup of hot water. Cup of hot water. And if you want a sweeter onion, which I love the sweet onions, y'all, but if you want a sweet onion, go ahead and add you a little more sugar. So we're going to sit this aside, and we're going to let this cool, and let's get these onions cut up. Okay, y'all, these onions have already been peeled. And believe it or not, it's a certain way that you need to cut the onion. You cut it like this, y'all. Because when you cut it around like this, you're not going to get all of the properties that's in the onion. Yes, read about it and it'll tell you. So you cut it slantwise like this. So we're going to go ahead and get this onion cut and slice it as thin as you can. I like mine really thin. Be careful not to cut your finger. Okay. Careful not to cut your finger. Okay. So you cut it this way. You cut it in half, and then you cut it this way. Because I was reading, when you cut it the other way, you're cross-cutting it, so you're not going to get the vitamins that the onion releases when you cut it the other way. So you learn something every day. We'll work on those. Okay. So don't cut it this way. Crossways, cut it this way. And try to leave a lot of that bottom still on there like that. Yeah, I'm learning something every day when it comes to inflammation. I'm trying to learn what I can eat and what I can do to aid myself in inflammation. You know, I'm trying to stay away from so much medicines. And it's a thin layer of skin on here. See that thin layer of skin? Try to get that off. I didn't know it was a proper way to cut an onion, especially a purple onion, but it is. I don't want to go too far, y'all. We don't have enough for 2 jars. Okay, after you get your onions cut up, just pull them apart like so. I'm dropping them all down. Okay, y'all, so I had 3 medium-sized purple onions, and I have 2 24-ounce jars, and these are the 24-ounce mason jars. So let's go ahead and start adding our liquid. Just kind of give it a mix, and try to do this while your mixture is still real warm, okay? And I'll show you how I pickle my ginger. Well, the ginger also, and the beets. I really made enough for about 3 jars, so I might end up cutting up another onion or so and making a smaller jar. But this might just do it here. We'll see. And y'all, these will be ready. I like mine to stay pickled for about at least 2 days. And these will be ready to go for me for a salad in about 2 days. So this is how I pickle my onion. And I'll come back and I'll show you how they look. They're going to take on a pinkish color. And they're going to be delicious. And if you want to add more sugar, add more sugar. If you want to add more salt, add more salt. But this is my recipe. And if you want to add any kind of herbs, you can add your herbs, rosemary, any kind of herbs you want to add to this, you can add to this. But this is all I add. And I just take and I just shake it up to make sure that the spice that I put in there is going to get brown in there. Okay, let's get these in the refrigerator, y'all. I'll come back and I'll make a salad and I'll show you the color of them. I'm sorry I didn't have one already ready, but I'll come back and I'll show you the pinkish color that they turn, and I'll make a salad and show you how they look on salad. And they are going to be delicious, y'all. I am hooked on these. I am in love with them, and I'm in love with the health benefits. But if you don't want to do the sugar, you don't have to. If you don't want to do the salt, you don't have to. But I did a little salt, and I love that kind of sweet taste of them. Oh, y'all, if you like onions, you are going to love these pickled onions. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to open these up and I'll let you see how they look. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, let these sit out for a few hours until cool. They're going to be fine because they're in vinegar. They're not going to spoil. So even if you let them sit out overnight, that's fine. But put them in the refrigerator for the remainder of the time. Even if you let them sit out, you do them in the evening and let them sit out till in the morning, just go ahead and put them in the refrigerator. Okay, MTS crew, I'm getting ready to show you how my pickled purple onions look. Now, these have been in the refrigerator for a couple of days. Some people just put them in there and let them stay for a couple of hours, but I always like to keep mine in there for at least a couple of days to really get that vinegary taste, and plus the seasoning that I put in them, I want to taste that flavor also. Okay, y'all, this is my salad. I have artichoke hearts, which I love. I have spinach. I have romaine lettuce, tomatoes, olives, and that's about it. I'm not using any cheese. Oh yeah, I'm using baby cucumbers also. So I'm not using any cheese in this. This is just fine. I'm going to use my pickled onions, and I also put maybe like a little granola. And I always use a little ranch dressing. I don't too much like any other dressing but ranch and Italian. And I don't use the light ranch or light Italian. I just use a little bit of the dressing that I want to use. Okay, y'all. So let me show you how these pickled onions are going to look. Okay, y'all, these are my pickled onions, and this is how they look. They've been in the refrigerator for a few days, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my salad. Let me taste this one. Mm-mm, mm-mm, good, y'all. Okay. A little bit more for me. And y'all, this is my salad, my delicious salad with my pickled onions. Follow the recipe um, for these pickled onions if you like, and if you want to add more, if you want to add more of my ingredients, add more sugar, add more seasoning, go ahead and do it. But this is the way I make my pickled onion, and this is absolutely delicious on a salad. Now a lot of times people put a little bit more sugar, but this sugar is fine with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe. I hope y'all try it, for those of you who like onions. So in the next thing I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to show y'all how I make my pickled beets. And I make my pickled beets from fresh beets. Let me get one out now and show you how I made it. Okay, y'all, these are my pickled beets I made about a week ago. And I made these with fresh beets, washed and cooked, and these are also good on salad. And I'll give you my recipe for my fresh pickled beets coming soon.